Hey guys, or Run Through 4 here, and I've got another deck profile for you guys. As you can see, I've got Exodia. Yeah. Instead of doing an anime deck theater for this week, I decided to run a deck that I've been sort of secretly collecting for a while, and I haven't been going super far out of my way to get the cards for, but I just wanted to run it. This is a Dragon Exodia deck that takes some ideas from the store owner of the store that I go to's Exodia deck. I don't even know what his deck. I wouldn't even consider Dragon Exodia anymore because the only dragons in the deck are the traditional ones, but it doesn't focus on them. It uses a lot of other stuff. But I didn't want to copy his deck list. Plus, I don't have all the cards for that deck, and I just like the way this one looks because I get to use a lot of cards that I like and I have liked for years, and that now I finally get to use. So anyways, onto the deck list. Of course, you got the 5 pieces of Exodia. The most important parts of your deck. Any one of these cards gets trished or discarded randomly or something, you lose. Straight up. The instant you lose one of these cards, scoop. Because there's no way you're going to recover from it. So be smart when you're doing things, because you don't want to accidentally lose an Exodia piece and die. But, yeah, I can usually get Exodia with this deck by average turn 2, sometimes turn 3. Rarely do I get it turn 1, but that's because of some of the cards in it. You don't need to get it turn 1 anymore. It's just convenience, because then you don't have to worry about getting trished. I honestly want to get all these in Bandai when I run this again. But anyways, 5 pieces of Exodia. Next, you got yourself 3 Thunder Dragons, because Thunder Dragon thins your deck by 2 cards, plus it +1s you, so this deck needs all of the +1s it can get. Then, you got 3 White Stone of Legends. White Stone of Legends are, of course, team up with your cards of consonants, but they also will plus you 1 because you are running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. And as long as you don't draw one during your thing, you +1. Plus, I really wanted to use this deck because I get to use my DDS Blue Eyes. I love this thing. It's my first card. I would never be able to get rid of this card. It's my most important card out of all of them. And then 1 Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, because I think he's adorable, and I wanted to use the Toon engine. Okay. Next is onto the bulk of the deck, which is magic cards, solely designed to thin the deck. Got 3 Upstart Goblins, because you don't give a crap about your opponent's life points, and it essentially lets you run a 36 card deck. Or something. My brain's shut down. I haven't slept much at all. But, yeah. Lets you run 3 less cards in the deck, essentially. Then, a really important card that came out in Photon Shockwave is 1 Day of Peace. It's both players draw the card, so whatever. But you can't take battle damage during your opponent's, or any damage during your opponent's turn. So, you don't have to worry about trying to overextend during your turn and be like, crap, I don't want to make a mistake and accidentally discard cards for something and end up losing. Just 1 Day of Peace. Just wait till next turn. You don't have to worry about it. It's great. Well, plus it lets you play, essentially, now 6 less cards than your deck actually needs to have. Got yourself 3 cards of Consonance, which breaks even, and then you add Blue Eyes, so you +1. Then you got yourself your triple trade-ins to get rid of your Blue Eyes and your Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. You got 3 Pot of Dualities to thin the deck, plus it lets you, if you have a bunch of cards in your hand, it lets you search for the 1 key card to continue your draw combo. Then you got 3 Dark World Dealings. It's not that spectacular, but it's not the worst card in the world. It just pretty much, it thins your hand out a lot. So you want to play that after you've +1'd a couple of times, because you're going to just start losing cards in your hand. Next, I'm running 2 two-hand destructions. Card is really bad, but you need it because it's a quick play and because it helps thin the cards out. The only thing this is really good for is when you've gone for your double Thunder Dragon and you pitch the two of them out of your hand and then draw 2 cards, but it's still bad. That's why I'm only really running 2 of them. Then, of course, you got yourself your triple tune table of contents to one searches the next one, searches the next one, searches your blue-eyes Toon Dragon. It's great. It just thins your deck out by a bunch of cards. Next, I'm running 1 Magical Mallet, because Magical Mallet lets you put back those Exodia pieces you accidentally drew, and anything you get stuck with in your hand that's really shitty, just stick it all back inside the deck, and redraw the same number of cards. I personally really like it in this deck. Plus, I have a nice Shiny Ultra one, so I wanted to use it for once. But really like this card in the deck. There's so many games that I've been playing with this where it's like, crap, my hand's pretty bad. Let's just mallet all the stuff back in that I don't need. Oh, I actually can do stuff again. And then 1 Super Rejuve. Play this, and then during the end phase, you draw as many cards as dragons that were discarded from your hand this turn. So you usually will get a good number, like 4 or 5 or so. And since it's a quick play, you can activate like Hand Destruction in the end phase to hopefully draw more cards. But you got to be careful with Super Rejuvenation, because if you're not careful, you'll accidentally deck yourself out. If you're gonna run Super Rejuve in this deck, you gotta pay attention, because if you do try to draw more cards in your deck, you automatically lose. It doesn't matter if you get Exodia, because the chain has to resolve, and during the chain you enter a losing condition, which is trying to draw a card when you have no cards left in your deck. So be smart when you're playing this card. So that's the deck. Not sure what I'm going to do for this deck next week. We'll see. Anyways, this is Aura 1 through 4, signing out.